live right now, and I am recording the Zoom call. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the intro. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Juice in the Morning. I'm your host, Justin Juice Kelly. We've got Johnny's replacement to my left, Josh JX. How are you doing today, man?
What's up? Good, man. How are you?
I can't wait till he listens to that intro.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed. That's
finds
funny
out,
as hell.
Like it's kind of like an NFL thing where the guy finds out he's traded on Twitter. So Johnny's gonna find out on Facebook Live he's been cut.
He had a good run. He
does something to come back. But then below me, the shirtless wonder with the mullet, the shirtless. I think you've got. I think you might even be rocking some Daisy Dukes, some cut off jorts. We've got Chris Duncan with us. How you doing today, man?
How we doing? How we doing out there?
I can't believe the look that you've got going on, and then having, I think, is that Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind you?
A little bit of everybody back there. Dale Earnhardt Road. I mean, anybody can get a little IndyCar, little Pacers Colts.
So,
you know how it is.
The first thing that I want to ask you, because I know Josh is a fan of the racing here locally, and probably I assume if you're a local race fan, you probably are a race fan. And then Chris Duncan, you shared an article about a new racing series that sounded actually pretty exciting. So what is that about, and what makes that exciting?
Oh, it's starting a new racing series that CBS picked up. They're going to run it on Saturday nights. It's kind of a remake of the old IROC series. And what the plan is and what they want to happen, it's him and Ray Evernham are the people that are starting it. And Ray Evernham's going to pretty much build these cars where the cars are exactly alike. And it's going to come down to driver instead of equipment pretty much, on these tracks. And it's going to be like a 2-hour thing on Saturday nights. They're going to go around to all these little short tracks and dirt tracks, all these different tracks around, America. And you're going to have up to like 15 or 20 drivers and crew chiefs. And they're going to randomly match up drivers and crew chiefs too. So you're going to get drivers.
So much cooler than regular NASCAR
it's be awesome.
stuff. Because I'm not a huge fan of racing. I'll tell you right now, I kind of get a little bit bored with it. Probably the same reason all the average people that are not fans of racing are. But when there's wrecks and when there's good passing and things like that, we get excited.
Right.
If this is what that's going to be like, I think that's going to make it more watchable for somebody like myself to stop and watch it on a Saturday night.
I think what I like about it the most is that, Tony owns every freaking dirt track series there is. He owns so many series. You're going to get probably a couple new or old NASCAR guys, maybe some F1, maybe some IndyCar guys, and then maybe some local dirt track guys, all these different realms of racing coming together, thrown into a car where they all have the same car, and then having short track racing. That's awesome.
Is it dirt? Is it dirt track only, or is it all short tracks?
It's. I think it's just everything. I think it's just they're going to probably race some dirt. He owns Eldora, so they're going to go there.
Yeah, and if they're
it's going to be all different kinds. Road, probably
smart,
some road.
They'll do a smorgasbord of them and just do different stuff. How cool would it be though, Duncan? They're coming to Indianapolis. They're building a track. On Twitter, you can apply to race in the racing series. Do you think you can win? Do you think you can place anywhere at all with the top drivers, Duncan?
I would get fucking destroyed, dude. I would get lit up. There's no way, man.
And then a follow-up question, like I said, I didn't want to dive too much into racing, but I keep thinking of new stuff to ask. What about these guys that do the iRacing? Johnny's
that's
dad.
Amazing.
Johnny's dad actually won a race in a very national, a big race. He won a race. I don't want to take anything away from him because he obviously put in the work and he's learned how to do the iRacing. There was a guy that had some sort of malfunction or something like that. So he was able to get around him. So obviously he was doing well enough to be in second or whatever he was. But that's still huge. How do you think those guys? How do you think those guys would translate to driving real cars, though?
Oh, I got some good stories. William Byron, he's currently in NASCAR right now. He kind of got discovered with the iRacing stuff a little bit.
That's fucking crazy.
He was awesome. I don't know if you know Gray Auto in Greenfield.
Yep.
Local local used dealership here in Greenfield. They have some dirt racing cars.
I got a car repoed that I bought from there.
Well, one of their sons, he's actually 13 or 14 years old, and he's been tearing it up on the iRacing dirt, the dirt stuff. And he literally just started racing the real thing and went on the track like he had been doing it for years, dude.
That's crazy.
Which is also one of Tony's series that he owns. I went and watched him there at Rushville, and Tony was riding around a dirt track at Rushville Fairgrounds, like
that's awesome.
getting the track ride. You know what I mean?
No, and that's what's funny. Parents, quit telling your kids video games won't let them amount to anything, because that kid just made a career.
Esports is. I mean, they're getting paid. I mean, you've seen my setup, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
I have one of them setups.
Oh yeah, you've got a pretty serious setup.
I love
We need to get you back on Twitch and streaming Twitch so that we can play some baseball and stuff together. Josh, okay, so the reason I brought up the racing, because I know that you're really into it. You sent me some videos of the racing over in, is it the Speedway?
No, it's the Speedrome, which is on the southeast side of Indy, which is what I've been trying to get Duncan to come with me and go see, go watch the racing.
Dude, we just need to make it an event and just go out and do it.
Yeah, listen, we'll just do that, and then we'll buy all the hot dogs and hamburgers at the end and give them away.
I'm down to do that.
I'll wear my shorts, no shirt. I mean, I'd fit right in, dude.
Get the Budweiser, get the Bud Light on the ring. Shit. Yeah, so I was
out the bottom of those bad boys.
I'm thinking about getting "Raise Hell, Praise Dell" right here tattooed on my on my arm.
Get you like a Hoosier tire. Get a Hoosier tire tattoo right here on your right hand.
I grew up I went to Bristol a bunch growing up, and with my uncles and my family, and we met an old man down there, and he had Dale Earnhardt, like his signature tattooed on his arm. And I got to talking to him about it, and I guess he had met Dale, and he had him Sharpie his autograph onto his forearm. This is a thing
that people do. It's ridiculous.
He left the track and went straight to the tattoo shop and had them tattoo it in on his arm. I said, dude, that is awesome.
Besides that
guy,
guy, who would you have sign you and you would get it as a tattoo?
Oh man, that'd be tough, wouldn't it?
That's a good question, right?
It is. That's a really good question.
Doesn't it have to be a female? Like in my opinion, I don't know if I want some dude's signature tatted on my ass for the rest of my life. You know?
I mean, it'd be kind of cool for you, like when the baby gets a little older, maybe her write her name like all like little kid does.
Oh yeah,
have that tattoo. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that really would. That'd be kind of sweet.
I like that. I thought about the whole like cliche heartbeat thing where we got like her sound of her when we first got heard her heartbeat or whatever and get that tattooed somewhere. But I don't know about that. We got to figure that out. I really quick want to take a quick break. I just want to say shout out to Taylor Ball for joining in the Facebook Live, as well as Kevin Dobberneck, man. I haven't talked to you in fucking years. Thanks for joining the Facebook Live. We're going to get into some questions, so hopefully you guys are willing to answer some of them and, have a good time with us. I appreciate you guys joining, and don't forget to look up the podcast on anywhere you get podcasts. It's Juice in the Morning. But anyways, let's get back to this a little bit. What do you think, really quick, this could go down a couple of different rabbit holes. What do you guys think about this Washington Post article that's getting ready to come out from the Redskins? Is it a bunch of bullshit, and is it going to be the thing that distracts us from the Rona so that they can start the NFL season and the Redskins had to take this dive?
Some of the things that are being said are, oh man!
But they're all
just
people thinking about it, right? It's not it's not a fact. Like I've heard people saying that the child trafficking thing is involved with it and all of that stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Is this the thing that changes the news cycle so we stop worrying about getting sick because we're standing within 6 feet of people?
Some of the things I've seen is how the league is just over Snyder, the other owners and stuff, and they're kind of seeing this as an out to out him for everything and get him out of the league, get him out of football.
I don't know. Do you think he could be somebody like Epstein though, where he has a shit list of
that would
stuff on everybody else?
Absolutely insane if something like that happened.
Would it be one of those things where if they try and out him or get him out of there, he says, you know what, that's fine, and then immediately a book gets published and is on the shelves the next day? Do you think he has that kind of power? It's literally all the shit that he's seen in the NFL and all the shit that he's heard and all this stuff.
This is going all the way down. All the way, all of it. I've heard Gruden's name getting brought up. Damn. And him and everything.
I'm excited for it. I'll tell you that. I'm excited for something new in the news that we haven't heard about yet. I'm not excited about the terrible stuff that might be coming out, but from a news
they're not talking about the name Redskins anymore. It's kind of taking that out of the realm. How about the guy in Virginia that copywrote all the potential names and stuff?
What a smart guy.
Genius. And like they were going to announce the new name Monday and then couldn't because this guy owned the copyright.
First of all, what names were they thinking about?
Oh, I've seen a bunch.
Red Tails,
Red Tails, Warriors. Yeah. I think
a lot-
Warriors was going to be it.
Do you think Warriors? I really like the Red Tails. I like the idea of it. I like
That's a
the
cool
concept,
concept. I like
that you
that.
could make with like the plane type thing.
I wanted them to really like just piss everybody off and just be the DC Trumps and like their helmet be like Trump's comb over on the helmet, and then their uniform be like a suit with like a red tie and then their number at the bottom of the tie.
Did you hear that somewhere, or did you just make that up? Because that is that's a stand-up.
We made it
right
up
there.
at work.
That's a stand-up joke right there for sure. I
Full
don't know
of
how many
them.
people
I'll
would
try
be
to tell
on
you,
board
Juice.
with it, but that was good, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested about that, and I also think we, I'm kind of on that conspiracy side of things. Like when I'm thinking about, what's going on in the public and things like that. That's one of them. Is this something like, are we going to have like this crazy news cycle that happens where a bunch of crazy shit happens and then people are kind of like, oh, well, the coronavirus is kind of, not a big deal anymore, because it already feels like people are starting to kind of like get away from it. I don't know if that makes sense.
I got tested like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We had free drive up testing here where I live at the high school, and I drove up and got the test done, and it was not.
Oh, it's
So
not.
how's it
it's
feel?
not pretty.
How's it feel to be violated?
Oh man, he came to the car, took information, and comes back with a foot-long thing and shoved it into my
Let me ask you a
nose.
question.
Like,
Before he shoved it up in there, did he put on a little bit of music? Like, was he playing some Marvin Gaye and lit a couple
I mean, I
candles?
was in my car, so I did.
Hell yeah.
I turned on some-
hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me. Take a deep breath.
This is
Turn on
where I
some
wish I had a
Vince Gill.
soundboard.
He's like, "Do you have any concerns about Corona?" And I was like, "Well, I've been hanging out the honky tonks and
If I didn't, I do now.
I turned down my Charlie Daniels, when he walked up."
No, I've seen those tests done. I work in the healthcare field, so we've done those tests. Luckily, they have some new ones that are kind of self-administer, so you can just kind of put it in your nose and twist it around as opposed to touching your fucking brain.
At the same time, it clears out the nasal cavity, though.
Go.
Like when I left, I was like, wow, like it was nuts, dude.
Where was this back when I was doing a lot of cocaine? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Trying to snort water to wash it down didn't work too well.
Damn pipe cleaner up in there.
Cody Bragdon said Washington Sentinels and bring back Shane Falco. I'm all in, man. I don't know.
Just be the DC snipers. Fuck it.
Yes. Black helmet with a red reticle on the front, on the side of it. Yes.
Yeah, just piss everybody off.
Damn.
Hey, Chris, I know you've collected cards before. Did you ever get into the Pokemon cards when you were younger?
Don't do this.
Never Pokemon. I'm a little old for the Pokemon. It came out. My little brother was. I got in Magic the Gathering. I played Magic.
Yeah, I did too.
Magic the Gathering was one that I would like find those cards and I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And like I'd throw it away.
I always thought the art was really cool on them.
Yeah, that was a fun game, man.
But the reason I ask is Josh kind of shared something with me about Pokemon cards, so I wanted to let him kind of tell me a little bit about that.
There it is. I see
Pikachu up there.
the one Pokemon anyone can recognize is. I'm sorry, I'm a huge nerd.
Well,
yeah. So go ahead.
Let me interrupt you really quick. There is a right amount of Pokemon, and is like what, the 150 or whatever, the 151 or whatever from the first games. You don't need the like 700 more.
It's whatever you want. The right number is whatever you want it to be. For me, I stop at 252 and say fuck it and whatever. I don't care.
But tell me what you were talking about when we were talking off air about the Pokemon cards.
Okay, all right. So, as if I'm not overflowing with masculinity and sexuality already.
Come on,
one of the things that I do.
You don't deserve that for yourself.
Yeah, right. Look, I get it. I'm like an Indiana 7. Let's calm down, okay? So
I'm sure you're picking up chicks at the racetrack, dude.
That's right, all the time. Track bunnies left and right. You know it. Oh, you're missing 4 teeth. I'm down to clown. Let's bounce.
I'll be your wingman, dude. Let's do it.
What if you ever show up? I'm sorry, that's mean. I'm sorry, that's mean. Okay,
I'll shut up. My bad.
Okay. No, we're good. Okay. So one thing that I do is I buy and sell old Pokemon cards. Like it's like collecting sports cards.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same concept. And recently I've gotten back into it because a couple of summers ago, I tell this story every so often because it reminds me that I can do it again. But I spent $500 during the summer buying old Pokemon cards, sorting them out. And then when I sold them off, I sold them for $6,800.
Oh shit!
And so I'm looking to do that again. And so I'm on a hunt to find people's old cards. And if they don't want them, I just take them off their hands or anything like that. And I don't like to share those numbers because people will then say, "Oh, well, these are probably worth like $500." And I go, "Yeah, they probably are, but I'm not going to pay you that much."
Yeah, they're worth whatever somebody will give you.
Listen, I'm not here. I'm not here to buy your memories. I'm just here to buy the cards.
Now you talking like Series 1, like the
I'm talking, yeah.
The most,
so right. So the way it works for me is that I can either do it two ways. Number one, it's going to get really technical and really nerdy, and I'm so sorry.
I have a question too, and I'm sorry, Juice. We're about to go down a wormhole here.
Yeah.
That's so man.
Honestly, we've opened this can of worms. We opened this can of worms. Fuck it. We're diving deep. All right. So. Most of the time, people can either part out the shiny cards. They're called holographic cards.
Yeah, I know about them.
Okay, all right, right. Well, for those who don't,
I got you.
they're the first edition cards. There's a box that the Pokemon sits in. If there's a shadow behind it, it's not worth as much as if there's no shadow behind it. If it's a first edition,
gotcha.
So there's holographic, there's uncommon, which is a little diamond at the bottom. There's common, there's energies, and there's trainer cards. If you're looking to buy and sell quickly, you're going to buy in bulk, you're going to sell in bulk. You're going to part out the ones that are, oh God, here we go. You're going to part out the ones that are really worth something and sell them individually if you want. But for me,
same as like baseball, basketball, football.
It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same. Here's a random bulk. Here's 2,000 cards. I'm selling it for $150.
All right, now if you get one that's worth, say you get like a really rare, something worth, quite a bit. Like, do you ever get stuff graded? Like, you can grade Pokemon cards too, right?
Right. You can grade any. From what I understand, it's any trading card, any game card you can have graded.
Because in my genre, getting stuff graded that's it. Like if you get something like something awesome, and you get
it's the end all be all.
Gym Mint 10. It's
done. It's done. Right. So for me, it's I've only had a couple things graded, and the guy that I had grade my stuff has disappeared.
Oh no!
I don't know if he was like involved in some weird Russian scam where he was using TikTok to lure 12-year-olds or something. I don't know.
He got precious gemmed, didn't he?
Yes, I would hope.
He got
I would
way
hope
too
not.
Deep into gambling, and
I really hope he's okay somewhere. But I need a new guy because I don't have anything.
Busted his ass for a fucking Charizard card.
See,
was the first edition Shadowless. Fuck you, get him.
I have some old like Jordans that are worth quite a bit. Some Babe Ruth game used relic, Babe Ruth game used back cards. I have some Curry rookie autos, Harden rookie autos, all kinds of like stuff that's worth quite a bit. Like if it gets graded, it's like tens of thousands probably.
So a buddy of mine went with me, and he bought a big box of baseball and football cards, and one was like a jersey card for somebody. I don't know if you're familiar with jersey cards.
Yeah.
But those who aren't
common.
Basically,
if they're not autos is what you want, and like everything's numbered now, like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 50 or.
But one of those cards was worth $20. Like he bought it, and so he basically recouped his money. Yeah. And my rule is, like with Pokemon cards, if I can recoup the money that I spend, the rest of it goes right back into the business or gets invested.
Gotcha. I'm not trying to be a snob, but $20 ain't shit in my.
Look, man, $20 is $20. Okay.
I want them hundos and them thousands.
I know. I get
everything's a fucking giant game of pull tabs, dude. You're just paying to hope that you find something,
Right. So if you need to get rid of your Pokemon cards, I'll be more than happy to assist you. Just feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or hit up Juice and be like, I got these Pokemon cards. They're burning a hole in my pocket. I'll be more than happy to take those off your hands for an amount.
For sure. And then another thing that I wanted to ask you about is you did post on Facebook about some singing talent, and I want to know what this is that you're talking about when you talk about there's some singing competition with like a live band. It's like karaoke.
So back in the day there was this, and I don't know if they still do it. I was told they still do it, but I don't know, whatever. It was this contest.
Maybe not as good as they used to.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not like here to say anything about it because if they still do it, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of political in the sense of you have to know certain people and they have to like you, that kind of thing. So for me, it was a contest that happened every summer and every fall, and you would go up and you were the lead singer of a band.
That's pretty dope.
You would pick a song, then the crowd would cheer for you, right? And then you would if you got the most cheering, you would move to the next round. And then in the second round, they would choose like 2 or 3 people, and those 3 people would, what is going?
Chris is definitely saying he's going to win.
I used to win karaoke championships.
Listen, karaoke down at the honky tonk is not the same as karaoke at the Rathskeller, okay?
It's rolling around the bend, and I ain't heard the sunshine since I don't know
when.
Johnny.
Myself. Right.
Load up some Johnny. Let's do this.
So I had a thought. I was like, listen, I want to win this once if it's still going on. And there's this guy who did a version of "Creep" by Radiohead that literally destroys the version that Radiohead did. Like, I sort of love Radiohead. I love them enough to know what's going on. But it's insane. I was like, can I hit all these notes? And I figured I could hit all the notes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. So I'm now like just practicing and waiting.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
Dude, I hope it comes back. I want to go see that. I want to go be a part of that. That's like, I feel like it's one of those things that when you posted it, I was like, how have I not seen this or like heard of it at some point? Because I don't know. I feel like I know about a lot of stuff. Right. I spend 90% of my day on my phone and on the internet. So I feel
I'm gonna get all my cousins. Everybody come out. We're gonna be loud as fuck. You're gonna win.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that.
The next week at the racetrack, you're gonna say, "And here's Josh JX to sing the national anthem."
Hell yeah, man. That'd be great.
As a racing fan, I got to ask you, one of my big dreams in my life, like bucket list number one, is to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines at a NASCAR race."
Oh yeah,
I would die a happy man if I could do that.
I think for me, when it comes to racing, there's two things. Number one, I would love to have enough money to own one of those super modified cars, or the late model cars, the one that I call them Rumble Dragons because they're so damn loud and so damn fast.
Yep.
I'd love to own one of those, and then also to do the pre-race. Shut up! Don't judge me. The pre-race prayer for a NASCAR event.
Here.
I'm not a religious guy, but like I just feel like there's a lot of potential. After that one dude said boogity 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 amen, I'm pretty sure we can raise the bar on that one.
DW was back at the All-Star race last night.
Oh shoot, really?
Dude, I've been on fire with betting juice.
With betting?
Yeah.
See, dude, you gotta send them to me.
I've been undefeated like since Saturday.
I've been doing fucking awesome with European or English Premier League soccer. I got a guy on the inside.
Nice. I hit Chase Elliott last night for quite a bit.
Oh, nice, dude. The most recent bet I did was the odds boost on Tiger Woods making the cut. So
I did both of those. They had one on DK and FanDuel.
I know.
So look, that cracked me up. By the way, FanDuel did the plus 100 McAfee boost. Like they just gave McAfee all this Luka dollars. And it's almost like DK said, you know what? Fuck you guys. And they did plus 105.
I know.
They boosted it too.
It's so good. No, I love the gambling. I actually what's funny is I put like
he just finished a -1 today too, by the way.
That's perfect. And I put him finish top 20. Like I put like $20 on it, and then finish top 10. I put $10 on it, and to win I put 5. So I could essentially win all 3 if he wins.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do with racing too. Like I'll get a guy that I like, and I'll bet top 5 to win back all my bets, bet top 3, and then bet.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been becoming a degenerate, and I'm ready for all the sports to be back, so I can be even worse. I'm super pumped. Do you guys before we get into the pod deck questions, do we think sports are going to come back and they're going to come back to stay, or do you think these leagues are going to shut down after they open up?
Who wants to go first? 1, 2, 3.
I hope they don't, but who knows, man.
It's
who knows.
It's nerve-wracking.
Please don't.
Right? That was like the most sincere answer of all time. Like Dunkman's usually got a joke chambered 99% of the time. And right there, that was the most sincere, like, oh, man, don't do it too much.
Yes, come on. We do not need this. Like, people sneaking out of the bubble already to get food, like at an NBA game. Like, come on, boys. Let's just do your time. Give us entertainment, dance, and go home. I need something.
Josh, is there any sports specifically that you're looking forward to making a comeback?
Man, that's a really great question, and I'm glad you decided to ask me. Truth be told, I've really truly been into a lot of baseball and
60-game season or something like that.
Yeah, right? Man. Snowboarding, skateboarding. That'd be really nice to see come back as a league sport. That'd be really cool. Maybe some cricket here in the U.S. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not like if it's something I can watch while I'm working or listen to while I'm working, I'll listen to it.
Right.
If I don't
baseball,
get-
basketball, football. To be honest, for me, I love all the sports, but it's kind of all just don't. I feel like I'm gonna get crucified. Don't. It's all the same to me.
Yeah.
Like except for the XFL. I'm really pissed they got rid of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
COVID killed that. That
And
thing
it was,
got killed
I'm
quick.
telling you, man, I was all in on it.
I was so
It was bad.
stoked.
It was bad football though. It was
It was
hard.
I
the
to
don't
watch.
worst
care.
timing,
It was
It was
awesome,
hard
dude.
to
It's like
watch.
you literally got 2 games in the time you would get one
I did
NFL
like
game.
that, but I'm just saying there was too many drop passes for me. There was too many overthrown balls. That's the problem. Like, I mean, I know I'm probably just echoing what a lot of people say, but the quarterback play was just subpar. So that
I was still waiting for someone to suplex somebody else. I was so pissed that never happened.
it just makes the rest of the game not that great. All right, so let's dive into some of these cards. I got my new deck. I ended up getting 3 different decks, so all the other cards are done. I shuffled this one up a little bit, hoping, because I feel like there was some that were very similar back to back on the old deck. So we shuffled these up, and we're gonna go right off the top. And I want anybody watching or listening on Facebook or on the podcast, the very first one, and I'm gonna start with Josh. Do you have any superstitions?
Honestly, not anything serious. I have things that I believe in, but they're not really considered superstitions. I don't wear the same underwear before each game, for a sports team. I don't have any of that. I think the one thing that I'm superstitious about is not dying at any of the short tracks that I go to. So before I go to each race, I say a quick prayer to Chet, the god of race safety. And
Where did you get Chet, the god of race safety?
well, Chet, the god of race safety is my own thing. He's also the patron saint of Bud Light and race cars. But nobody knows that one yet. We'll work on that. We're working on a branding for him. But it's just like it's little things like that. It's like, hey, please, for the love of God, don't let me die today. And so far we've been good. So, but other than that, I don't have anything major. Like I'm not worried about black cats. I'm not worried about, it doesn't matter. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. How about you, Duncan?
I'm trying to think. I'm not a real big superstitious guy either, but like something that could be close, I guess, is back to like sports. Like if I don't get fantasy football, I'm gonna probably kill people. But like on Sundays, I wake up at the same time. I like literally the same routine. I do the same thing. I drink the same thing. I eat the same breakfast. I mean, I guess I honestly do it without even thinking about it.
Right.
Like it's just
so it's kind of become like
a
second
routine
nature
kind of thing. Yeah.
So
but, I mean, just superstition
real quick with
stuff,
sports. I'm sorry. Do you think that they're going to bring like an iRacing type thing with sports?
It's already there. You can watch it. I mean, they
Okay, I
did it when
didn't know that.
NASCAR was shut down. They like the drivers were doing it.
No. I meant like with football and like individual
Oh,
players.
esports. They do that already. Like
Okay, all right, cool.
every NBA team has a NBA esport team, like 2K.
I didn't mean to
player
throw a
team.
wrench in your works, dude. I just thought about that, and I knew my ADHD wouldn't let it go away until
Yeah,
I
like
talked about it.
they broadcast the NBA stuff on ESPN even.
Oh shit, I
The
didn't know
esports
that.
stuff. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Go on. Sorry, that's my bad.
I'm trying to think of the
Nah,
same
you're good.
thing. Like some of the one of the things that I have that is similar to you, Chris. I have my draft jersey for fantasy football that I have to wear every time. It's a Peyton Manning All-Star jersey from like when they played in Hawaii. It's like red, white, and blue. So, Pro Bowl. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's red, white, and blue. It's fucking badass, and I have to wear that because I feel like the years that I have worn it, and this is where I think a superstition has to have some sort of grounds in like some reality, even if it's twisted in your brain of whether or not it actually is reality. Because the 1 year I didn't wear it, or the 2 years I didn't wear it, I drafted Adrian Peterson in the first like 3 picks, and those 2 years was the year he tore his ACL and was out the season. The other year was the year that he beat his kid and was out for the season because of being like suspended or whatever. And I wasn't wearing that jersey during those 2 drafts, and I've worn it ever since then, and I've not finished as low as I did those 2 years.
So there you go.
So I think it's a legit superstition that I'm going to continue to do. Like until that thing fucking falls apart, that's going to be worn every time. Another one
Even when it does fall apart, Bob.
Another one that I have that's really weird, and I can't wait to hear your guys' reactions to this, is if I have something big coming up, like say I'm competing like in a golf tournament, or I got a big matchup in fantasy football, or like a big bet on something, or I have like a big like interview or something like that, I don't beat off the day before, because because I feel like, once again, grounded in reality, in my brain, I've had things go terribly the day after that I beat off for some reason. I don't know why. It just stuff doesn't go well.
It's a force. It's a force of habit, dude.
So-
Like it's
Be
one
more
of those
relaxed,
things.
man.
So-
Be more relaxed. When it comes to beating off, dude, I'm Ben Roethlisberger. Like we stay focused, dude. That's how you get your brain right.
I'm better. I think I'm better, and I think the energy around me is better when I don't rub one out before something big's happening.
No, I know you're married now, but you had to do it before a big date.
No, see, I
just jammed you up.
Bad dates when I did that, man. That's why. Like I was like, dude, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
All right.
It's not happening.
Well,
Those are
terrible.
my superstitions. I hope people learned a little bit more about me. They've obviously learned that, clearly I do beat off. I just save it for times that I know are. It's like I'm avoiding a bad hangover. So like,
that's the best beat off.
Just not into the good towels. Not into the.
When you have a hangover, like you just have to get anything good in your life, dude. Like like as soon as you just have to start your day off, dude.
Every guy that listens to this is like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
Pedialyte, shower, fucking crank it, dude. Sorry.
All right.
I mean, no filter, man. You know me. We're highly inappropriate here.
All right. So the next one, and Chris, I think you're going to be able to answer this really well because of we all know Matt, and Josh. I think you've probably heard some of these too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with Chris. What's the worst pickup line you've ever heard or you've said yourself?
I mean, the worst one ever has to be how much does a polar bear weigh, right?
Just enough to break the ice. That's the worst. That's the worst.
Like, come on.
It is overdone. It is overdone. It's overplayed. It's been around for a long time.
See,
but it's
my
still a
favorite.
classic.
Let me give you my favorite, though. You go up to a girl and you say, I know somebody wants to beat your ass. And then they always instantly, what? Like, what? And they're like, who? And you go, these nuts. That's the best one.
That's a pretty good one. I like that a lot. That's a good one. Josh, what do you got over there?
Okay, so I'm really bad at flirting and everything like that. I'm an awkward person and stuff like that. So the one thing that I do is I have this problem where I get tongue tied and I get it's disgusting. It's horrifying. One time during a time in my life when I wasn't as suave as I am now, I looked at a girl and said, "Wow, damn, your face is super symmetrical. You want to go get pizza?" And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Ah, shit." You like, so I'm not really good with that kind of thing. I think I'm not a huge fan of pickup lines. Usually if a girl says I have pretty eyes, I'll be like, yeah, you have eyes too. And she goes, what? I'm like, oh hell, like that kind of shit. Like I'm not good. Like it's awful.
Yeah. Okay. So if we're talking about ourselves, it's not really a line, but it's a strategy that I used to use, but it's not the greatest anymore. And I guess this is just like trying to pick up a girl or get a girl's number. I used to like always like tell them to put their number in my phone for me. Like I would hand them my phone and like basically in my mind it was like giving them full trust in me that they could do whatever they wanted with my phone. So they would put their number in. I think that was a good move.
They're probably just thinking, God damn, this guy's wasted.
Yeah, that's probably true too. That's probably true for sure. And then also there was like, I also used to be super bad with remembering people's names, especially like I would like hang out with a girl all night and like not remember her name. So like as I was getting ready to go, I'd be like, hey, can you give me your the spelling of your first and last name so I can add it to my contacts in the phone? Because she'd probably already like given me her number or whatever. And it only backfired when it would be like, Sarah Smith or something like that. Like,
oh no.
I mean, and the more original names they wouldn't catch on, but that was definitely like getting called out for being wasted, Chris.
The go-to is have them call you. That way that no matter what, their number is on the top of the recent calls.
That makes sense. That's a good call.
When it comes to names, I'm terrible. I'm just glad you guys have your names on your squares.
Right. Right.
Like I forget everybody's name, dude.
So
I am absolutely horrible with names.
In the meantime of your guys' answers, I had some time to just look up bad pickup lines.
There you go. That's a good host right there.
I'm just gonna read them out for you. I hear you're looking for a stud. Well, I've got the STD, and all I need is you.
Jesus.
Fucking gross.
Dude, let me interrupt real quick. At work, we have a thing that we do all the time. Is like, we'll go, "How's your wife doing?" And like, they'll go, "She's fine," and we'll go, "Yeah, she is." We do that shit all day.
That's the best. That's only okay around people that can deal with it. You know, that's only those kind of people. Dude, some of these are so bad.
I actually had one of mine is an anti-pickup line when someone says, "Hey, did you fall from heaven?" "Oh yeah, that's so sweet." "Oh my god!" And you say, "Yeah, because your face is fucked up."
I just saw another one. "Did you fart? Because you blew me away."
Oh my goodness. What about the mirror one too? Right? What's that one? Are your pants have mirrors, or I see myself in them, or something like that?
I think you fucked that up a little.
I mean, I fuck them all up. I'm not good at pickup lines.
0 stars.
Before I got married, for me, it was always, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh my god! Did you guys see the Facebook comment?
No.
From Amanda Feeney. "I was on a first date at the movies, and someone was getting a blowjob in the front. We were in the back, and
applaud that guy real quick.
We were in the back, the only 2 couples there. The guy looked at me and asked if we could do what they were doing."
First of all, which theater was this? Was this one of those General Cinemas, like the one over there on 82nd Clearwater?
This was definitely at Movies 8.
Definitely at Movies 8.
On the east side?
Oh, dude, at 50 Cent Sundays.
The floors were so sticky because of these people.
Oh my god!
Like if Movies 8 was still open, they'd be playing Titanic.
That place had a distinct smell to it too.
I
Walked in.
I lived in that motherfucker, dude. I was poor.
It smelled like popcorn and like some. Well, so did I, dude. I love that place.
Getting a beer.
All right, so while he grabs the
Those
beer,
are nice jorts he's wearing. Did you see those?
They're fantastic. I told you. But no, as he's grabbing that, this is a good one. For the people that are listening and paying attention at home, what is the weirdest thing you find attractive in a person?
Did we do this one last week?
No, we haven't had the weirdest thing you find attractive in a person, for sure. So Chris, if you missed it, what's the weirdest thing that you find attractive in a person?
I don't know. That's kind of tough.
The weirdest
I don't know.
thing.
I don't know, man.
Oh, and just to circle back while you're thinking, Amanda,
because I'm not like a foot person, like those fucking weirdos. I'm sorry
Amanda
if you guys are.
Yes, it was East Washington, but when the new one was first built.
Yeah, that's a General Cinema for sure.
I don't know if it's weird, but you got to have teeth.
There you go. That's not weird. That's not weird.
Like
how many teeth?
I mean, just enough, At least got
just the fronts. Just the fronts.
If you don't,
ass tooth.
At least
show teeth.
Hey, at least have some to put in. You know what I mean? Because it can be a lot of fun when they take them out.
That's great.
Oh my God.
I think like I'll give you time to think, Josh. One of the things that I think might be just weird to me, and it's probably not just weird to me. It's probably a normal, common thing. I like when you're laying and you're like spooning with a girl and and my wife obviously, but the dip between their hip and their stomach, which
yes.
I think is that's something that's super attractive to me. That's an honest answer.
For me,
I love tattoos above the butt, dude. I call them bullseye tats. I like that a lot.
That's an attractive thing. So
I seem to attract those too. I'm married to one.
Then let me say also before Josh goes on his thing that he has that's weird and attractive to him, I like hot trashy girls like Jamie Presley is one of the number ones. I think she's like
Look
always
been. You're talking to a guy in cut off jean shorts, a mullet, and no shirt on right now with Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind him. So preach to the choir, boy.
He knows what's up. They might smoke cigarettes too, Oh
yeah, baby on their hip, dude, pregnant. I live in Carthage too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
a lot of that around here
for sure. Josh, what's something that's weirdly attractive to you?
Okay, so that spot on the neck between the shoulder and the neck. I call it the shoulder crook, that little dip right
Yeah.
there. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I just find that incredibly attractive.
No, all right, that's a good one. That's
Weird.
a good one.
I like the camel tattoo a lot. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that.
Oh my god.
Oh, great. I love it. I love it. All right. Next one. If you got stuck in an elevator and were forced to listen to only one song, what song would you pick?
My. On repeat?
Yes. Over
Oh
and
yeah,
over.
I got this one.
I have it. I have something that the first thing that came to my head. Let me go ahead.
Go ahead,
Do
man.
it.
Aerosmith. Love
Which
in an
one?
elevator, right?
Yeah.
Living it up while we're going down.
You would blow your fucking brains out.
Just
15
fucking bobbing
minutes
in my hair.
15 minutes in, you'd blow your brains out if you had a gun on you.
It would really suck if it was just me and another dude. That would be fucking
Oh
awkward as
god.
fuck. The door opens. It's like fucking.
It's Stevie. Oh my god, I gotta screenshot some of these pictures from the video, man, so I can post them. Okay, Josh, what was yours? You said you had one too, I think.
Yeah, I was ready to rock and roll. How long am I stuck in the elevator?
Good question. It's a hypothetical. Let's say 2 hours.
Oh fuck!
Easily,
Bad choice.
easily. The one song that I've recently come to love, "Hocus Pocus" by the Insane Clown Posse.
Okay.
Oh
Just-
man.
Look, dude, look.
That's
Okay,
a deep cut right there.
judge me all you want, but holy shit, that is like right now. I can't. I don't understand angry fat guy white trash felon rap, but I do a little bit more now thanks to
Oh, yeah?
ICP.
I'm sure you're putting the time and the effort in to understand a very misunderstood subsection of the
All right.
United States.
If
Woo,
you
woo,
boys,
brother.
if you boys have maybe 10 to 15 minutes of your life that you need to pass some time, there's a video that me and a bunch of guys at work watch and talk about and make fun of all the time. It's the life of a juggalo.
I've seen that, dude. I'm so stupid.
And they're at like a juggalo. It's insane.
They're at the
dude.
whatever the gathering or whatever the hell
No
it's
fucking
called.
clue where they're at.
Right.
But it is loaded with
Listen,
content.
they have so what's really funny is that only 2 songs of theirs I like, but they have a festival every year in Indiana, and they gather.
They have a bunch, like I think everywhere. Like they got a following. Dude.
But like the
Juggalos
biggest
are
one
come
is
deep.
here in Indiana.
Oh wow!
I would not dispute.
No,
that.
listen.
I would
Here's the
not
deal,
dispute that. I
guys.
would
Trip.
believe
We're gonna
that's
go.
true.
We're gonna
I'm not
go, and
going,
we're gonna people watch.
I'm
I don't
not
think
going.
there's
Sorry.
there's a lot of stuff that
Draw
I'm
the
willing to
line.
do, and I don't.
But
know
you
if I'm
don't
willing
want to
do
see
that.
Gorilla Voltage open for
No.
ICP and Twisted? Come
I don't
on,
think- I
man.
don't think I can do it.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way.
You ever seen the Workaholics episode where the chick goes on the date with the Juggalo guy?
The face paint's the most fucked up part about the
Yeah.
whole thing. Because I couldn't imagine painting my face to go to a fucking concert and then like sweating all over it and like
No,
Lose
fuck
it.
no. I wouldn't paint my face to go to a Colts game, dude.
No.
Like never. Not painting my face.
No way. I mean, you'd have to like use a lot of powder, and if it's in the summer,
I didn't
In the
even let
summer,
him
you're fucked.
paint a fucking tiger on my face at the zoo when I was little, dude. It's not gonna happen.
Amanda from my fucking Facebook Live is just killing it on this episode. Hate to admit it, but I've been to it. She's talking about that
Really?
ICP thing that you were just talking about. That's awesome. Oh my god. So, not even kidding. I'm being 100% honest on all these questions. Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus. I could
Hell
do that
yeah.
for 2 hours. No problem. I would be so hyped.
God.
I would probably
Oh,
I'd probably only make it about an hour and a half before I would start kind of freaking out. But see, that's
but dude,
that's
those last 30 minutes would be so epic.
that's the other question about this whole like hypothetical question thing, because we said the time limit's 2 hours. Do you know going into this is what would make any song unbearable, because if you go into it not knowing how long you're going to be in there, because
see, the
that's
play
what
would be to play something that puts you to sleep. That would be the
Mhm.
play.
that's a good move. Hmm.
That would be the play, and then just take a nap. You
Yep.
know, wake up fully rested.
Little
tackle the day.
Enya.
Like
Little
some
Boney
sort
James,
of like
put yourself to sleep.
lullaby or something.
Yeah, just some little something.
That's a good fucking call. That's
Damn.
a good call. I like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, dude, I could like if I knew I had to, like if I knew going in that I would be stuck for 2 hours and like I would just I could ride it out with any song, to be honest with you.
Now think if it's you and like the hottest chick you've ever seen, they're stuck in there for 2 hours. What's
Ooh.
that combo like?
I don't know, man. I feel like you gotta try to act like you know what you're doing. You know that you're gonna
I'd be
get
freaking out.
Well,
Dude.
hold on,
You guys are
several
gonna get
questions, real quick. Several questions. In this scenario, is the hot chick into you, or
No,
do you
the
have
hot
to?
chick's definitely not into you, and she's probably freaked the fuck out. Like when you're
So right. So then what you
looking
do
at
is
her.
you just get to know her.
I'm a very
then-
calming guy, though.
Do you have any?
Yeah.
Have you had any incidents in like elevators? Do you have any? Nothing.
Not yet.
Sexual incidents, or
A buddy of mine's buddy was a rug cleaner, and he cleaned the rugs at
that a
like
euphemism?
Banker's Life, Conseco, whatever. You know, like the rugs. I don't know how you would explain it. Like
Sure. Like
Like
the
when you're
big
going
green
in and
ones that
out.
say Banker's
so
Life on 'em.
every week he would go pick them up, put new ones down, take the other ones, wash them, clean them. It's part
Yeah.
of his job. Well, he was there one day and they let him use the faculty elevator to do this. And the door opens and it's Larry Bird. Only Larry Bird on the
wow.
elevator. He said that he got on the elevator and just fucking with him, looked over at him and said, "There's only room for one legend on this elevator." And he said, Larry, without missing a beat, turned to him and said, "Then you better get the fuck off."
That's fucking awesome. That's great. That's a great elevator story for sure. Okay. Next question. What's something weird that you recommend everyone tries at least once?
Anal.
I don't think that's all that weird though, man. I think that's like super common now. Like it might be weird for our age and like where we're from, but like now it's not like people are putting their fucking tongues in it. Who cares?
Generation
I'll
Z,
be
they
real.
love that shit.
I'll be real. Let me think. You go first this time, Josh.
All right.
No,
got anything?
wait, yeah, hold on. I'm thinking. So the question is, what is something weird that you recommend everybody do at least once?
Yep.
Is this like anything at all, or is this
anything at all?
okay? I would recommend. This is going to seem really weird, and that's perfect. I would recommend that you visit a medical history museum if you get a chance.
Oh, see, you came out of it swinging, man.
Um,
That's interesting. I would not even
Listen,
think
there's
about
one
that.
here in Indy. There's one here in Indy that we should do a guys trip to. Listen, I'm going to plan all these trips. We're going to fucking go. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Okay.
I think you
Don't
found your
set me.
calling,
Don't
dude.
set me up to
You are a
disappoint
trip
you though, because
advisor at
I'm not.
heart.
Listen, I'm already half disappointed, so it doesn't matter. Like full disappointment's like I'm halfway there. What am I like? I'm the God. I hate it. All right, so but I would recommend that because they have a lot of really interesting things, and sometimes the med students are cute.
all right. I like that a lot. What's something weird that you recommend everybody try once? See, my first thought, I automatically start to think food, but like I don't know.
Me too. Me
Real
too.
quick, what's the weirdest thing that you've eaten?
Eaten?
Mine was on a cruise. Like anything crazy out of the sea. Like because like when you're on a cruise, like you get your food. I don't know if you've ever been on one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the formal dinner every night, like steaks and all this stuff in your food. But at the bottom of the menu, there's always like it's called like something you've never tried kind of thing
Right.
on Carnival. And I got it every night and tried it like shark and
It's like, oh, this is bottlenose dolphin. Fantastic.
alligator bites. Like I don't know, like
Oh hell yeah, sign me up.
yeah. It was pretty cool. I tried every one of them.
For a story, when you're asking me what's something weird that like the weirdest thing I've eaten, when I was drinking in college, there was a bumblebee flying around. And I smacked it out of the air, and it was like kind of crawling around on the table still. And I grabbed him and put him in my mouth and fucking took a shot and drank him down. And
That's like the easiest way to go into anaphylaxis is when it stings your throat and you die.
And I shocked the guy that was sitting right next to me. Like he just kind of looked at me and I looked at him like, what's up, dude? And he's like, you just fucking ate a bee. And I was like, yeah, what's up?
That beats everything else, man. I was gonna say kangaroo, but that's
You
it.
ate kangaroo?
Yeah, dude, they served it. There was this restaurant in Carmel that had like kangaroo coins. I shit you not. That's what it said on the menu. And it's like little round pieces of kangaroo meat. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like
They definitely
bet
gave
they
you
got
the cat they
I
found
bet
out.
they got a lot of fresh kangaroo in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'll
That's right.
tell you
Yeah,
that right now.
I know
A
that
lot of
kangaroo
fresh-
farm just outside of the city.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fresh.
It was a little
fresh
tough.
cuts.
It was a little tough.
Motherfucker's been on a boat for fucking 5 days.
Okay, so people that are listeners that maybe like aren't Podcasters, do a podcast. Be a guest on somebody's podcast.
That's a good one.
Something weird that like you probably haven't done. So try it. See if you like it.
I want to try stand up, and I know you've done it, Juice.
Yeah, that's just throwing that out there. I mean,
another boys trip.
Anybody could go and try it. Doesn't mean you're going to be fucking good. Nobody's good
Right.
the first time they do it. It's just like anything else in the world.
It's consistency.
And it's that's something for sure that would be funny to try for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
All
I'm
right.
down.
Next one. This is a good one. What do you think is the most unpleasant sounding word?
I know what all the females are going to say.
I already know my number one, and I still to this day, people think it's cute. People think it's funny. People like it when somebody has this kind of accent. When somebody says milk instead of milk, drives me fucking crazy. Makes me think that they have fucking phlegm in their throat, and that's what makes them say
that Northern Indiana accent is what that is, man.
God,
That Northern Indiana accent.
I fucking hate it. That's the worst. That's the worst. I mean, the other words, the see you next Tuesday word doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
Milk bothers me.
What about why do women hate moist?
Yeah, I don't. Once again, it's just a fucking word.
It's like cake. It's like
fucking
cake's
hate
good.
I don't think moist is weird.
Yeah, I don't either. My word would have to be patriots, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I fucking hate when I hear that fucking
Dude,
word.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Belichick
man,
probably too.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Am I just getting old, or am I starting to kind of come around on the Patriots and just being kind of like, they're okay?
I gamble with my brain. Know this.
Exactly.
They give me shit on Highly Inappropriate, the podcast I'm on, by the way.
Yeah.
About betting
Not
on
being true to your team
Brady and stuff all the time, and I go, boys, we gamble with the brain. We bet with we bet with the brain. And we follow with the heart.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
That's
how it goes.
100% perfect.
Never bet with your heart.
Amanda Feeney again on here, just doing a great job. She said mustard.
Ooh.
Mustard.
And then Marshall Tompkins Sims, which I think might be a fan of the Highly Inappropriate show.
That's my mom, bud.
She threw out
Really?
moist.
She said farted, and moist. Yep, I knew
Moist
she
and
hated
farted.
it. I hate when people say, fuck.
For the longest time,
huge blank.
For the longest time, I still do. Hoodie. I hate the word hoodie.
Really?
The hooded sweatshirt or a sweatshirt with a hood. I don't like the word hoodie. I'm just not a fan of the word.
At Subway, the green fucking koala leaves. What's it called?
Kale?
Sandwich?
Kale.
No, spinach?
Spinach. Do you say spinach? Because I say spinach.
With a G?
Yeah,
With a G?
You would.
Give me some
over there in
spinach.
fucking Carthage.
And then when people say it right, I go, it's not how you say it.
Where the hell are you from with that accent?
That's one of the first things my wife and me got into because we went to Subway and she was like spinach. And my wife says M and M's. Says the
it's Eminem.
I say Eminem and she'll say M&M's.
And
put the S on it.
so, dude, there's no way I can do M&Ms. I've always done M&Ms.
Yeah, Eminem.
Yeah.
Do M&Ms.
I say it like the rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I always feel very confident in my enunciation.
No, and she'll say it's M&M's. And
Yep.
she calls me a stupid hill jack and I can't talk.
What about this is the classic one. Crayon, crowns, crowns.
No, I say crown.
Crayons.
I say crown on your head. I really do.
I'm
Let me
a
get that
crayon person.
I say
Yeah.
crown.
I'm definitely a crayon guy.
Yeah, not a good speaker.
I like Amanda's on here again. Who wanted to name a food item mustard? I love that. I think mustard's a weird, that's interesting. Man, I wish I could think of it because
I'm just going to say you can't catch up to all this energy that I've mustered.
Oh, damn it.
There you go.
That's enough internet for me today. Okay, we're going to call it tonight. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Fuck, are you kidding me?
Yeah, free one, boys.
I think that's good. I think we're gonna do one or two more questions depending.
Hey,
on
real quick.
How good
my word is rejection.
Oh, rejection.
Because that's what my life has been. Rejection. Oh no! Stop! Don't do that. I'm just kidding. I just don't like it. It's not a good word.
No,
rejection.
That's
I'm done.
Deep. That's deep. That's a deep one.
Pissing me off.
All right. This might be the last one. It depends on how good of a pop we get from everybody.
Let's do it.
What is something you hate but wish you loved? So something you hate but wish you loved.
See, I went straight to TV shows.
Go.
Like Game of Thrones, never watched it.
But do you hate it? Like, do you have like a
I guess I don't hate
dislike
it.
for it? Like,
That's different. That's different. Like, that's not hating
give people
it.
shit for liking it. Like,
Like for me, if we're doing TV shows, it's the TV show Friends. Like when people ask me, "Hey, what's your favorite episode of Friends?" It's I always say, "Oh, it's the one where I don't give a shit." That's my favorite episode of Friends.
I would say, Chris, to give you time to think, I would say, because I like to work out, but cardio, I hate
Yeah, cardio's the worst.
I'll lift weights all day. I'll go do other stuff, but like running or biking for long amounts of time, I fucking hate it. I hate it.
I sometimes
everybody does, I think, right?
I feel like I burn
Boring.
more calories when I'm lifting weights than when I'm
sure.
running.
That's for sure proven science, but at the same time, the cardio is good for the cardiovascular to make you make you healthier, blah 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 bullshit. What else though? What else do I
see? For me, I got a good
wish I
one.
loved?
Like the people that love to like go out and like mow their grass and clean their yard, do all that stuff.
I would love
like,
to be that kind of person.
fix up their. I fucking hate it.
Right. I hate it.
I hate it, dude.
You'd be Hank
The
Hill, dude.
worst.
That's you. You'd be like Hank Hill out there with your riding lawnmower.
I like your mom's comment over there. She just put fucking juice in the morning. Is she talking about that question? She hates it, but she wishes she loved it. Whatever. No, I think what else is there? Things that I hate that I wish I loved. I don't know, man. I hate raisins, but I don't know if I feel like I should love them.
Why do you hate them?
When I was a kid.
Is it a texture or a taste thing?
Texture for sure. Texture.
Okay.
Any food I don't like is solely because of the texture.
So you don't like Raisin Bran?
No.
Really?
The story behind raisins, though, the story behind raisins was I was a kid in daycare, and my like the teacher, basically, it was like a home daycare too, so she just had a backyard. It wasn't even like going out to like a playground. It was like going to the backyard to play. All the kids went out to play after snack time, and one day was snack time. It was raisins. And
Hell yeah!
I told her I didn't like raisins, and she was like, "Well, unless you eat those, you can't go outside to play." So I took the whole box and like shoved them in my mouth and like tried to eat them down. And as I was eating them, I started gagging and I threw up on her. And then I've always hated raisins because
That's
of
traumatic.
that experience.
Did you go home and play after that?
She called my mom and made me get picked up. Like I was in big trouble, I guess, because she thought I like did it on purpose.
You're a biohazard at that point, man. That's all it is.
But
I could say something like that you hate, but you wish that you love. Maybe, I ain't gonna say it.
What's that?
Come on, do it, dude.
Like licking butthole. Like a lot of people lick butthole nowadays, dude. And I will never do that.
That's a perfect one.
I will never do that.
Circling around the rim this whole
That's a two-party.
episode.
That's a two-party system, though. You have to get, that's me.
We've been circling around this whole episode, and you're right, man. It's something I hate it, but I wish I liked it, And Matt Wharton joining the podcast.
Wally, a buddy of mine, Wally just said his wife's mom.
That's great.
That's a great answer.
Oh my god.
I think that we could probably call it on saying that he hates his wife's mom.
That's great.
Before we get out of here, though, Chris, tell me about Highly Inappropriate, what you guys have been doing lately, what you guys have been talking about, and promote the shit out of that.
Highly Inappropriate podcast. It's on any podcast format, Spotify, Apple, whatever, all of them. We're on YouTube. We go live now on Tuesdays.
Hell yeah.
Around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
How'd you like those questions?
They're pretty good. You gave us some good ones there,
dude. I can't wait to listen to the episode. I haven't listened yet.
Yeah, we did. It was pretty good.
That's awesome. I'm fucking pumped.
We had a lot of listener questions. I was kind of surprised. But yeah, the Highly Inappropriate, we go live on YouTube on Tuesday, 7:30 to 8. follow, rate, subscribe, all that jazz. You know how that goes. But we do it on YouTube because we are banned from Facebook, so we can't do the lovely Facebook Live
hold
stuff.
on. You got banned from Facebook?
Their podcast got banned twice, right? Like you got banned.
Like
and
we got banned, and then we tried to get around it, and then
oh my god,
didn't work, and they banned us again. Like if you like stuff like that's off the realm, like people that we're not afraid to say what we think, and in a world where people are kind of, you know what I mean, like everybody's walking on eggshells, and we honestly just don't give a fuck, and it's a lot of current events and sports and our idiotic opinions about everything. So I think if you guys want to come on over and check us out Tuesdays around 7:30 to 8, we'd love to have you.
It's pretty fantastic. Before we get to you, Josh, though, I actually remembered this one off the top of my head, Chris. I'm going to listen to the podcast, but I also want to kind of hear if you're at a bar and there's a guy buying you drinks and hitting on you and you're drinking for free, how long do you let it go until you tell him that you're straight?
Oh, I said as long as, like, forever until he tries to, like, suck my dick or something. You know what I mean? Like, or pulls his dick out. That's what Matt said too.
So you'll let him like kiss you and hold your hand and stuff like that?
We're drinking for free. We are drinking for free, and if you don't pull it out at the bar, we'll go back to his house, drink his Bud Light in his fridge. We're doing this until the sex is trying to go down, and then that's when I go, whoa, buddy, I'm straight. What are we doing here? Yeah, that's how that goes.
I'm just picturing that whole fucking night right now. Like you're just hanging out, like, hey, you guys want to play some pool over here? Like,
yeah,
you're just hanging out. You're hanging out in his basement, having a good time.
I told Matt, I'd be like,
I'll let you use my stick.
I'd be like, dude, this guy wants to fuck me, dude. We're getting so many free drinks. Let's fucking come on. That gay.
No, that's just funny. That was an example of one of the jokes or the questions that I thought would be funny to throw at you guys. I actually love when you guys post that. You guys need to tag me, or like I need to make sure I'm like getting notified when you guys post, because I will send you as many off the top of my head fucking stupid questions I can, because I know you guys will answer them, and I know you guys will answer in a funny way. That's why that's such a perfect avenue for you guys in that podcast that you guys do. Highly.
It was a lot of fun. It was fun. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
But yeah, and then Josh, kind of plug your stuff. I know you got trivia coming back slowly but surely.
Believe it or not, they decided to pull out. They decided to pull. They decided to pull back.
Okay. Well, I mean that's not surprising because of the fucking
the coronavirus concern. So basically right now I'm just living life and trying to buy everybody's Pokemon cards and working on animated stuff. I got a meeting with my animator tomorrow. If you want, you can find me on.
How's that going? Is there
he's doing okay
in the work?
Yeah, he's doing okay. Chris, did I send you the audio? I'll send you the audio. Fuck it, I don't care. So basically we're working on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers video, and I swear to God we're gonna get it done. I know I keep talking about it, and I swear to God we're gonna get it done. We'll get it.
Doesn't have to be done right away.
Right, yeah. And it's epic. It's fucking dope. I'm so excited. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/TheRealJoshJX. You can find me on Facebook under Josh JX. I'm not going to give you my last name because it sounds so much like ballsack. I'm not really down with that. And after being homeschooled and bullied by my school bully for so many years, which, when you're homeschooled, it's your mom. No, I'm just kidding. But other than that, I'm just living life, kicking ass, taking names, trying to get people staffed. So if anybody needs a job and has a trade skill, I'll be more than happy to place you where you need to go.
Yes. And then also, Chris, I want you to talk with Matt, and let's all like kind of get together. I want to do another podcast meetup type thing. I know with the bullshit coronavirus bullshit, like it's going to be tough, but I think it's necessary to like hang out with like-minded people, come up with ideas on stuff to do, stuff that we can do together, that kind of thing. The filming of the basketball thing that we did was like,
that was fun.
So long ago, but it was fun. It was not fucking top quality production value, but it was fun to do. And it was something like just interesting to work on. I know Matt's got his GoPro that he picked up. I've got my stabilizer that I have. So we could put some cool stuff together and make some stuff for people out there.
Matt's in the chat right now, by the way.
I know. So let's get together, buddy. I don't know. Maybe we could meet up soon. Let's just stay in touch. But you can find.
Definitely need to have both of us on a Thursday doing this.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure Matt would jump in, wouldn't he? All I got to do
but-
is just
yeah.
send. All I got to do is send him the link.
Yeah, if he was free, he would.
Yeah.
It'd be electric. I'm telling you.
You know, it's. I want
We
to tell
feed
you.
off of each other. He's like my little brother now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I want to tell you something funny about Matt. Whenever Matt likes something on my Facebook page or something like that, his profile picture is of him laughing, and I think like when I see him like something, I'm imagining his laugh
Oh yeah,
because it's so,
that
like
laugh.
it's so infectious. Like that's what I'm imagining whenever he likes it, and I see that Matt Wharton liked my status. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, like I'm just. It's a good thing. It's
It's one of those things that's funny when you bust it out because like the wheels are turning.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's nothing funnier than when people like I don't know. I love
It's when they get it.
off the
It's when they
cuff
get it.
improv. Bam! Right in your face comedy. Like that's the best kind. Like not rehearsed, not nothing. Just bam! Whatever comes in your head.
Yep.
Is the best. And if you like that stuff, come over to Highly Inappropriate Podcast. Check us out.
The show. Like I said, check out Chris at the Highly Inappropriate Podcast. Josh JX, I appreciate it for you joining, man. You can find Juice in the Morning anywhere you stream podcasts as well. My favorite thing to do is to go up to my Alexa speaker and say, Alexa, play Juice in the Morning. And then it comes on with the most recent episode. That's one of the coolest things ever, I think. And go ahead and try it if you want. If it doesn't work, message me. Tell me it doesn't work. But anyways, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Juice in the Morning. You can find it on Instagram at Juice in the AM. I also started an Instagram for just kind of like daily inspiration, like motivation for like exercise and stuff like that. It's not specifically gym stuff. Like it's not like being a douchebag of somebody like lifting weights, that kind of thing. Like it's literally just go out, do a walk, or go mow your grass. Be that kind of person. It's at
you won't find no cardio on there.
Exactly, you definitely won't unless it's like hiking or doing something like outside. And it's the at bad dad Instagram. So it's b.a.d.dad. I know it's a mouthful, but it was the only one that wasn't taken that I thought would work. But it stands for Be Active Daily. So, and you don't have to be a dad, you don't have to be a male to be a part of it, because it's really just the main focus of it is to be active daily. I know Matt's out there getting it. I know Chris is getting it in his shirtless self over there. So he's getting buff, and like I said, it's just something that's fun to do, that I'm trying to like kind of grow a different kind of type of the brand that's still part of the Juice in the Morning family. And then also Twitter is at Juice in the AM. Basically everything's at Juice in the AM, so you can find it. I appreciate everybody listening. I hope the episodes have been good for you guys. I've been loving being able to talk to you guys and do something a little bit different. It's actually made it really refreshing. I love it, and it's fantastic. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks, Dunk Man. Highly Inappropriate.
No problem,
Josh
buddy.
JX. Look him up on YouTube. I will see you guys next week, and we'll talk soon, boys. Let's stay in touch, okay?
All right,
Peace.
cool. Sounds good.
Peace out.
Awkward silence.